Damn! Start talking about different things. 5 things that people do not know about me. I've been tagged, in case you haven't known. I am not big on tags, but there are people that I cannot refuse. And Sword Sage has said some interesting things. He's talking about insects. Big insects draw my attention. They fascinate me. I just see something huge and it's like, wow, what's that? My favorite insects, you mentioned ants and wasps and hornets and bees and things like that. I find that family very interesting. There's something about them. They're social animals, so to speak, and they really draw my attention. Ants, I think, are cute. Okay. Yes, I'm holding a drink. I'm a little bit on the drunk side, so I hope you'll accept a little bit of this. Under the influence. No matter what, we're always under some sort of influence, whether it be societal influence, ethical influence, alcohol influence, starvation influence. How many influences can you think of that would affect your outcome and how you would view things? Okay. One of my favorite insects, premantids. I've always loved them. Spiders scare the shit out of me, except for jumping spiders. Jumping spiders are interesting. Why? I suppose it's because they look at you. Premantids, if you ever did this around a premantis, you'd notice its head would turn towards your finger and look at it. To me, that's fascinating. It's interesting. Now, like Sword Sage, I suppose that some of these things may already be known by some people. But I'll just have to try to express things in terms of the broad populace not knowing what I am or who I am. One of the things I find fascinating... Here's a little something nobody knows about me. I carry the soul of a mouse with me. It sits on my shoulder. It's like a conscience. That may sound really bizarre and weird to a lot of you, but it has to do with a little bit of an event that happened sometime, maybe 8 years ago or something to that effect, where I was walking a friend's place beside a trailer, and I looked down and noticed what appeared to be a deer mouse, a particular species, very cute little thing, sitting underneath this camper trailer, and it's one of those types that fold up and fold out. But that's not really the relevant issue. I was walking by and noticed this mouse sitting down beside the tire. And I stopped and I looked down at it. And the thing was looking in towards the underside of the vehicle, beyond an empty pop bottle that was sitting there. And I had stopped, and it turned its head, and it looked towards my foot. And that would not really get me. What got me was that it didn't stop there. It looked at my foot, even though I had stopped. There was no reason for it to do so. It turned its gaze upward until it stopped and looked me right in the eye. I don't know how you would interpret that. And I'm a slow thinker. When it comes to a situation like that, it disturbs me to this day. But that little mouse turned and saw my foot and recognized a part of me, and then looked up and looked straight in my eye, a consciousness it recognized, and it just haunts me. Why? Well, because at that time I was going through a certain intellectual phase. Arguments had going on between myself and my friend who lived at that place at that time. Had certain views of nature, and that what I was seeing was part of it. What I saw was a mouse looking up into my eyes and recognizing consciousness. It was almost like a pleading, and the side of its face was covered in blood, and I saw a pop bottle under the vehicle. On the other side of it was a cat. It was regarding that mouse. I turned and walked away and said, "Make it quick, cat." What a stupid thing to say. If I could do it over again, I would do it differently. I'd probably put a cup or something over that mouse to protect it, to save it. The soul, the consciousness. My consciousness, because I looked up in my eyes. I recognized something. Yeah, I guess I'm haunted. And then I saw a soul. Thought of consciousness. That's 2. Okay, 3. What does somebody else not know? I love dragons. There's number 3. I love dragons. Not just your ordinary run-of-the-mill dragons, but your intellectual, intelligent dragons. Number 4. What else is there? I think people are pretty well aware of that. I like to drink a bit. And it's something that helps me to get by sometimes. Maybe number 4 is that I enjoy the various intellects that exist here on YouTube. One of my favorites, Sword Sage. How could I resist responding to you? Scaliger Nielsen, another interesting YouTuber that I enjoy. Number 5. Hey, what's number 5? I can't think of number 5. What is it somebody doesn't know about me before my time runs out? Maybe that I'm an emotional sap. I tend to be a little more involved emotionally than perhaps I should be. Or perhaps I should be. I don't know. Maybe that's what people don't know. Is that I don't know. Is that good enough? I hope so. Hey.